Okay, so I'm sitting here and I started playing around with the Lapbook, and I got to a certain point and I thought, oh, I should have the video on. Okay, so I decided to start on this front inside panel. I still haven't done anything with the outside just there, so I'm just going to leave that there. So what I've done, I had that big piece of pattern paper, you know, that one there with the scrumptious texture look on it, and I actually folded it like into thirds with a little flap here at the back. So I am thinking of gluing that down, this part here, I'm going to glue that down onto my base. So that's what it'll look like. And I have gone around and inked up just around the edges before I realised, turn your video on, Wendy. Turn the camera on, Wendy. Alright, so that's what I've done so far. It's kind of like folded like concertina style in 3 size panels, and then just a small one here that gets glued to the base. So that's what that will look like there when it gets glued. And because I thought, okay, that's a little bit too plain for me, I decided to cut up this fold here, and when I cut that up, I just folded that front part up there. So this is going to be a pocket, and then I rounded the edges on all corners, and then I just folded that down there. So that is actually going to be a pocket right in there, if I can. Okay, so that's going to be a nice little pocket there. Alright, and then it will open up like that, and then you could open it up like that, and then you could also open it all the way out on this side here too. Okay, so what I want to do before that, I'm thinking that I need some sort of closure, and I was thinking about just tying this bit of string around here to keep that all closed. But then I thought, oh, maybe a piece of this ribbon. That might be an okay closure for it. So let me just even that up. Okay, so if I tie that around here, yeah, I think that might be okay, because that's going to go in there and that's going to come over here. So I think I might actually use that ribbon on there. So what I'll do first, just straighten that up a bit. That's going to go down there. Alright, so I'm just going to put some glue underneath that ribbon to hold it here at the back, but I do sort of want it in the centre. Okay, so I'll just lift that up. Okay, and then we can just bring that down there, and way too much glue again, Wendy. Goodnessy, goodnessy. Okay, alright, we'll straighten that back up. So that's going to be glued there, and I will cut those bits of ribbon down later on, but not just yet. Now this back part, I'm going to glue that down too. So what I'm thinking is I'll just glue it around on 3 sides and have this here as 2 little pockets as well. So I could add something else in there. So that can go there. Whoops. There. And I will glue the center down as well, where that ribbon is. Okay, so I'm going to press this straight down and just make sure that's level there. So I can open that up for the moment and just pull this out and just work on this back part here. So that's this back part, this back panel here is glued down now, and then when you have it over this side there's going to be a couple of little tuck spots, just one in there and one in there. So that looks pretty good. So while I'm at it, I will put a bit of glue just up the side of this pocket here, so that gets pressed up there. While I'm at this, I might just grab a couple of clips, just to, where's my little one? This one here will do. So I'll just put just a couple of clips there, one there, just to hold that closed for the time being. Okay, and I have a pocket just in there. Alright, so now just put the lid on the glue for a minute. I'll just have a quick sip of water. Okay, so that should be dry, I think, because that doesn't take long to dry. Yep. Right, now I won't worry about anything here. I'm not worrying about completely decorating it for the moment, but I just want to get like the main things done on each of the panels. So when I opened that up there, now I was thinking that I could put a like a little belly band there with a booklet. So I've just got like a scrap piece of cardboard, not cardboard, it's actually like one of the pieces off cardboard. I might just edge that around there, and I've cut down a few pieces of coffee dyed paper. So what I'm going to do is put that on there, coffee dyed paper, and I also, just from one of my little offcuts, I cut like a little tab and rounded the edges and inked the edges as well, and I am just going to staple this together. So I've got one, and I have a hard time with staplers. I don't know about you, but it's like I buy a new one and it just, in no time at all, it just breaks on me. So I'm just checking the size there, I mean the distance apart And I will put one more in just in the center. Okay, so see, look at that. I'm going to pull that out. I have got a an unpicker here, but I don't know. It doesn't matter if I've got a, you know, a bit of thickness behind it or not. It's just, I don't know, these staplers just like fighting with me. Okay, so, oh, that one's much better. Alright, so I've made a little booklet and I'm thinking about putting that just on here. So it doesn't matter if you can see a little bit of it when it's closed up. But what I need is to make a, like a bit of a belly band or something. Which, maybe a strip of that. That might be alright. It's got butterflies on it. Okay, so what I'm going to do with that, about that much there, I'm going to cut that off. And I will ink around this edge. And I'm just going to make this, like, fold the ends over and put some glue on it. That is a bit too crooked for my liking. I'm just going to trim this down just a fraction. There is a line marked here that I'm just following, so there we go, that's better. So what was I saying? I'm just going to fold over the ends. So I'm just making sure that that is, I'm going to put this booklet, put that little strip up the booklet, because I just want to make sure that that booklet's going to fit in there for a start. So alright, that goes there, and just fold that over there and bring it back a smidgen. So the booklet is going to fit in there. So hopefully I can make that fit on the page and it's not too wide. Okay, so that's the width we need it. Look, it's out by a little, like a fraction just over here, but you know, I'm not going to let that worry me. I'm just going to do that, and just there. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue just on these folded bits here, there and there, and put this down rather up to the top there. So we've got that there. See, there is a little bit of an overhang there, but it just looks like a little tab now, doesn't it? Okay, so I've got that down, and I'll just give that like a second to dry. That should be alright now. And then also I'm going to do is just open up that back one there and push that down into there, and that's my little booklet page on the back of the pocket page. Okay, so that's really good. I like that. So what I want to do now, I'm thinking about putting just a few pockets on this page here, and I have cut, I've cut 3 bits of paper 4 inches by 3 inches, just over 3 inches, and this is like 3.2 inches. This is 3 1/4. inch wide. So I'm going to grab my scoreboard with this one, and I'm just going to score each side, score it 1/2 inch. So this is it facing me. I'm going to score down here 1/2 inch and then flip it right over and just do the other side at 1/2 inch. So there's that one and that one, and then this one 1/2 inch, or I could just leave it there and mark 1/2 inch here, couldn't I? Okay, so that's that at 1/2 inch, and then this one here 1/2 inch this side and for 3.5 down there. Okay, so I've cut them at 1/2 inch. Oh, not cut them, sorry, I've scored them at 1/2 inch. So this one here, that's going to go down there, but I will just round that edge off. I do like the round edges. Like I really can't say that this is grungy except for maybe the colour a little bit, because there's just certain things that I just prefer. Right, oops, I'm knocking everything now. Okay, so that's going to go there. That's going to be my first pocket, and the next one, fold those over. So the next pocket I want there, but I don't want, I suppose just about there. So I'll just mark that where I'm going to cut it. Okay. Alright. Okay, and this one here is actually going to slip inside that pocket there, and then this one will slip inside the middle one. So I'm actually going to put these two together and cut them the same. Okay, so just these two bits of paper, I'm going to cut over here on the flap, just straight across to the fold, and then I'm just going to angle that cut up there. So that's what it looks like on that side. That's the little fold, and I've angled that down. Okay, so just going to do the same on this side, whereas I'm just going to cut straight in to the fold and just hold those together properly, and then just angle cut that up to where I come in on the side. Okay, so that's those there done. Now before I put this down, I will ink them. Okay, like this. I don't know if I want to cut a little thing in that, you know, like a half circle. No, I think I'll just leave it plain. Okay, but I will ink these ones too. And you don't need to ink like the flaps, and you don't really need to ink that either, but I'll just come down a little bit there. So just there, because these aren't going to go in any further than the actual fold, if you know what I mean. Okay, so now let's get this pocket on here. So just leave that there. Now this one, is going to go there. So all I'm going to do is put the glue down the flaps. Oh, look at that. I'll take that off. Get rid of it in my bin. So just put some glue on the flaps, the folded flaps, and then also just some glue right along the bottom here. Okay, and then we can press that down onto our page. It just needs a little bit of time for the glue to do its work. Okay, so that's the first pocket on, and the second pocket is going to sit in there. Just make sure I've got that down cut enough. I'm going to cut this up just a little bit more because it doesn't look even to me, so I'm just going to go in there again and just come straight up to there. Okay, let me check that now. Okay, so that goes in there and we'll go up to there. Alright, well that looks alright. Now this one might need a bit more of a cut too. Just a tad. Okay, let's see that. And then that one is going to slip into there. Okay, that looks okay to me. So what I'm going to do with this one, just like that, just there. I'm going to grab a little bit of double-sided tape just along the bottom because I don't want to get glue all on the inside of that, and this will just hold my pocket in there so my tags won't fall out. Okay, so I've got that one there, and I'll put it on this one as well. I'll do both of them as I'm going. So that there, that there. Right. So what did I say was the second one? This one here. So I'll take that off there. Okay, and I will put some glue just on the, ow, my neck is so itchy. What happened then? Oh, I'll just put some glue on the folded tab. Okay, and just slip that all the way in there and just press that down and there as well, so the bottom of it stays there. Okay, so far so good, yay! Now for the last one to go in there, just take the back of the double-sided tape off and put a little glue on that tab. Now this pocket style is actually, like, I haven't thought this up myself. I actually was watching Bohemian Crafting, Eva from Bohemian Crafting, and I actually got this idea of the pockets off her. So, and I think she actually got them from somebody else. So, you know, these are not originally mine, but my idea. But they are a really good idea for a lovely pocket. Now, if I grab just a couple of tags, and there goes my chair again. Oh, please, Santa, bring me a new chair. Okay, so I'm just trying to look for some smallish type cards that would fit in there. Okay, so that one would go there, and then that one, see that one there can't go in any further, and then that one could go in there. So how cool do they look? I think that looks really, really good. Just with those tags in there. So even if I put that one there, it's not going to go down any further because it's got that bit of double-sided tape holding it. Okay, so that's the first two. That's this one here with the little pocket just there. So there's that pocket in there, and then it's got the little booklet over here, and then it's got the panel with the pockets. Now I'm just trying to think what to put on this one, and mustn't forget that there's also a couple of pockets here that I can just put something, you know, a bit smaller in there. Okay, so I want to finish off this here. Now, I was also thinking, I made these strips of paper snippets. So I'm just thinking, I don't really want to put that in there, but what I was thinking, I've got this big pocket here at the side, and I think I might actually like to, with the green part on it more, I think I would actually like to put it there just as like a decoration. I really like that, and I love those snippets. So I'm going to cut that, and that's just another thing that I've done to jazz up my lapbook. Okay, so just give this a new bit of an ink, just to sort of grungy it up a little bit. I'm really not sure how grungy this is going to turn out, because I keep saying, oh, that looks pretty and that looks nice, and I don't think they're the proper adjectives or adverbs that you should be using with a grungy journal. Now, now what I'm thinking with this one, I've got, whoops, I only need one of you. I've got one big pocket there, and I'm thinking maybe just leave that open for another pocket in there. Wonder how that would go. Okay, let's do it. So on this one, I'm just going to go around the three sides as well. Not sure if this is going to work because of the stitching at the back, but that's okay. You know, you can only just try. Just try it and see what happens. But on this one, I will, where's the centre of this? How long is that? I'm going to put some glue down the centre. So that's 8. So round about there is the centre, and I'll make that into just a double pocket, won't I? Okay. So let's see how this goes. So we'll put it there and there, and just press that down for a bit. So that looks pretty good. press that in the center. Okay, so let's see. So I've got a little tuck spot there and a bigger tuck spot here and a smaller tuck spot just there for a card or a tag or something. Okay, so that's that panel done, I think, from that side. Alright, well, I'm going to call it quits just for today. I got a fair bit done. Oh, not really. There's still a whole lot more to do, but I got enough done. I still want to decorate this here, which I'm not sure what I want to do yet with this one and this one, but I will go and have a think about it and then I shall come back. So this is just going to be tied up with the ribbon. I'll just put you there. So that's going to be tied up with that ribbon. I can move some of this stuff off here. Oh, I've got this panel ready to go too, but I've just had enough at the moment. So we've got that panel done there, and I did put a thing on there. Okay, so that's what I'm up to so far. Slowly getting there. Oh dear. But it all takes time sometimes, and I've noticed, like, when you do try something new, like this is only the second lapbook that I have ever tried to make, and you know, I think so far it's going okay. Like, everything takes time until you get the hang of it, so yeah, I think that is going to look pretty good when I get there. Yeah, it will. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. You have a great day and I will catch you later. Bye bye.